Alright. That was her to remind me that they're going out for lunch. Apparently one of the women are retiring. So they're holding a retirement dinner for her, or luncheon at Delmonico's, which is about 2 blocks from my house, believe it or not. I think I told you. I mean, I live in a kind of a nice but weird. I'm out of the way from everything, but if I go 2 or 3 blocks out of the way, I'm right in the middle of everything, which is great. All right, where or what? Let me see if I can do it this way and look at icons or thumbnails instead of files, because that will give me more about what I'm looking to do here. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Ah, this may be it. This may be it. There's that one. And let's see if I can open up 2 files at the same time. I don't know if it's going to let me do that or not. And that one. No, it's not going to let me do that. Not in this program anyway. So let me open that one. Okay, there's one of them. Now let's import another. Import. Okay, let's go back to thumbnails. And let's scroll down to the other file that I wanted, which is right here. And let's import that one. And there's that one. Okay. So, basically all it is the same file. But this is the silhouette. And this is not. Alright, so now, what size do we want this little puppy? Let me see. If I go, well, if I look at it right there, that's about, that's way too big. That's 10 inches by 7 inches. So that's way too big. So let's drop that down a hair. Let's drop that down. That's just too much room on somebody's board. So let's take it down to maybe 6 inches by 5 or 4. 6 by 4. Now if I had my tape measure, hold on a minute, I'd be able to tell more about the size. What size is that? Come on now, where's my tape measure? Can't find my tape. Can't find my damn tape measure. Boy. Alright, so anyway, we're going to keep that one like that. So we'll put that right there. Now, if that one there was too big, these are going to be way too big. So this one here is measuring what? Well, let's put them together here. I can't do it that way because that would be a no-no. So let's capture them all. Now we can move them all over. So if I brought that over to there, this one here is 18 inches by 15 inches. Way too big. So let's shrink that one down a little bit. I don't know if you guys are actually seeing this or not. I can try doing it this. I can try. There we are. There she be. There she blow. Okay, and then this one is going to be too big as well, but we'll put that down here. You didn't see where that one went. That one went down there. And I'm going to kind of put that in between the other two. Okay, so we have 3 of them here. Let's grab them all. Come on, be nice. There we go. I don't know if you can't see them all, I'm sure. There's the other one down there. Now let's move them over here. Now let's go up to cut. And now it's going to open up the cut window. Now the vinyl that I'm working with right now is about 15 inches in width. So I can probably, yeah, I'm going to have to change that. So let me back out of this for a minute here. Hold on. Let me hit done. What I want to do is, I want to bring this one up here with this one. Yeah, and then we'll bring this one with that one. And then I'm going to double that one. Copy, paste, right there. And then we're going to shrink that one down smaller than all of them. Alright, so now we got that. So now let's go back to Device Manager. And close that down. Now we're going to hit the old cut. So anyway, I know I'm eating up a lot of time here, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, there we go. Now, for some reason, it doesn't want to show the whole thing, as you can see. We are missing something for some reason. Why are we missing? I don't know. Now let's come up here and let's just say my material is going to be user defined. So I'm going to make that 14 inches. So that tells me that's where we're at. And it's telling me that we've got issues here. It's not seeing all of the product. Why isn't it seeing all these products? It should be seeing all of them. Let's just try that one for a minute. Hold on a minute, guys. Now, see, it's not seeing it. So let's hit done. Let's close this down again. It should see all four of those when I go into the cutter. Let's try to see if it's going to pick up any of these at all. Because without seeing them in the cutting window, I don't know which ones it's actually looking to cut or not cut. See? Now it's showing, in my opinion, it's showing the two over here, but as you can see, it's not showing all of them. Now, there's the rest of them. I want it to cut all of them, so I got to shut that down. I got to close this down. Let's get this one out of the way for a minute. Well, actually, I could do it to all of them. We'll see what happens. Line. See how it's missing that one right there? Yeah. Okay. So now if we do this, if I do that, it's going to do that. And, well, we can see how that works. Let's see if it shows up. See, if it shows up in two different colors, then we have problems because we don't want two different colors, which means I would have to cut it twice. I wanted to cut it all at the same time, so it has to show all. And you'll see what I mean once it starts to cut. So we're kind of trying to work on this here to get it to do what I want it to do and not what it wants to do. See, it's not going to show it. So anyway, I may have to do just one at a time. because it's working with too many. Okay, hey, now we got it. See, now it's showing all four. It's showing 2 sets of copies. Now, I don't really think I want 2 sets of copies. Let's see if I turn that the other way, if it'll make life easier. Position, let's get it out of there. Let's move that over here a little bit. And now the other one should be up here. Okay, so now what it's going to do is it's going to cut 2 sets of this. And we will see. I only need 1 though for now. I don't need 2. There. Because I don't know if I'm going to like this color or not. So let's hit the print button. And if everything works right, it should start cutting vinyl. And it should cut what we're seeing there. So anyway, sorry for the long video here, guys. Just that we had a little malfunction of the junction. New coffee pot works well. I put the coffee, well, I made the coffee, I put it in that cup. Now I had that cup warmed up with hot water first, but it's been about, Jesus, 40 minutes and the coffee's still hot. So, which means it came out of the pot right. And it tastes alright. I'm not sure, but I think I'll have to check into it. A friend of mine goes to Colombia and things and buys coffee. I think coffee has to be, or water has to be 180 degrees in order to get the right cup of coffee. Now I may be off on that. That may be hot. I don't know. Well, it is hot, but it may be, maybe I'm too hot. I don't know. So, you know, basically if it's not whatever the temperature is for that coffee to brew properly, it's never going to taste right. So, anyway, we're cutting here. Now once we get this cut, I'll tear it off and we'll go in the other room and take a peek at it. Give you an indication or an idea what comes next. Because now what I have to do is I have to peel off everything that I don't want on this paper. Right now that's vinyl stuck on a piece of white paper. So I'm going to peel off everything that I don't want. Then everything that I do want, I have to put it on what they call a transfer paper. Now, the transfer paper, I may have some clear left, which makes life easier. But if not, it's just like a, it's white, but you can like see through it. It's like a, yeah, it's not white, but it, you know what I mean. Well, you'll know what I mean when you see it. All right, so we're going to pull this down a little bit because that's where we finished our cut. Make sure we are on the rollers, so if we do this again, we got it lined up. And let's hit that button. Alright, so I have something here. I'll leave the computer on and everything, and we'll go head back over this way. Now see, I used to do this over there in that corner, if you remember correctly. Or if you remember me doing or showing, I don't know. Or even if I did show, maybe you don't have to remember because I never showed it. So this is going to be a little strenuous trying to do it here because I'm really not set up to do it here. But if you can see what I see, can you see what I see? Probably not all of it, but if you can kind of get a gander, you can see the cutouts in there. Now, let me get a little razor knife here for a minute. Let me put that in there. That phone, for some reason, decided to go dead on me. Alright, now, everything got to be peeled off right now except for the main piece. So, let me go get an X-Acto knife. Sorry guys, I'm just not set up for this right now, so it takes a little longer for me to get things done and organized, because I'm really not set up for it. You kind of get my drift. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So what I'm going to attempt doing here, I can do, well, I can pick it here. I just can't put it, I can't put the transfer paper on anything here. I'll have to find a flat surface to do that on. Now, because I'm taking off so much of this vinyl with me, I don't want it to stick, because if it accidentally falls over and sticks to itself, it'll ruin whatever it sticks to. So to make life easy for me, I'm going to take the X-Acto knife and I'm just going to kind of just cut out little sections so I don't have to deal with such a big piece, if you kind of get my drift. Now you always want to pull it back on itself like this, because the sharper this edge, the easier it'll be. See what I mean here? How we get problems? Problems! Now I'm going to do the same thing here. I just want to cut through the vinyl. I don't want to cut through the paper. If I cut through the paper, we'll have little issues. Now, you guys seeing any of this? I don't know. Oh, you're seeing some of it, but you're not seeing all of it. How's that? Much better. Okay. So now I'm going to cut this little piece right here. All I'm doing is cutting little sections that I'm pulling off, so I don't have to pull off this whole big piece at the same time and worry about it being stuck to itself, because if it sticks to itself or one of these parts, it'll ruin that whole part. And you know, I've gone through all this for nothing and have to do it again. So alright, so anyway, that's where we're at there. So now let me get the pick. The pick. And now we're going to cut out the B, the U, the Z. Now this can get a little straggleness, especially when you start getting down to the little letters. Now if I was going to do something with the letters, I would just peel out the gun and leave the letters there. Now sometimes, if you have nothing but time on your hands, you can place these letters down on something else and use them. Like I'm throwing them over here because that's going to get wasted. But if I wanted to draw a line, a straight edge, and mark, I can actually lay these letters out and utilize it for something different, if you know what I mean. Now here's where it really gets straggleness, because there's little letters in here. Little tiny letters. I don't know if you can even see those little letters. Well, I'll show them to you in a minute. I should have found my and then when these little pieces of vinyl get on your fingers, what a pain in the ass. Should have brought my little tweezers over here. First, I'd have to find them. Come on. I know this is running long, isn't it, guys? Sorry about that. We've got an issue. We fixed the issue. The issue was, there's a little A. Give me an A. And the center of the A was not quite cut enough, so it was trying to take the whole thing with it, which at times can become a real pain in the butt. Like this O, for instance, if the circle didn't stay, it would be like it didn't. See what I mean? The O just came apart on me. So now I got to take that O, the center of that O, try to get it back onto the tip, And meanwhile, get the actual O off of it, because all I need is the center. Now I have to place that center back in the center. Ta-da! And the O is on here. Did I say I'm not using that O? Oh! So this can be a pain in the ass. Sometimes you can definitely earn your money when you do this, because if I was going to be doing this for a customer and it was a lot of the small lettering, I charge him a time rate instead of a unit, because of the time that it takes. It's just ridiculous sometimes. You know, but people don't understand it. You know, but you know, time is money. You follow? Now see this here, the Statue of Liberty? That's going to be an easy one. So I'm just going to take that, believe it or not, and stick it up here in the corner, because I can always find a home for that, as well as the rest of them. Okay, so anyway, that's one of them that's done, and that was the larger of them. As I get smaller, everything else gets smaller. Okay, but see when I'm at here, these are the little letters I was talking about. Now each one of these, I have to do the same thing. I'll line up all the Statue of Liberties over here, so when I put the transfer paper on them, I can just cut them off and put them wherever I want to put them if I want to put them, you know. And that's it. So 22 minutes of nothing. So I'm going to stop it here. I'll get those finished and then I'll be back.